expect another comprehensive piece on copper prices from Puneet, because they've been buzzing on the recent past of account of various factors and the ramifications that these prices typically have for the cable and wire industries. Puneet, give us the details.
Well, thanks for that. So definitely, copper prices back in focus, and that's one of the key raw materials for the cable and wire segment. And now, roughly, the raw material accounts for 62 to almost 85% of the total expense and the cost essentially for these particular companies. Now, we have seen that, for something like a Polycab, the copper as a percentage of total raw materials is roughly around 62%, while for KEI Industries, it's currently around 54%, and that's as of the 2024 annual report of both these specific companies. So definitely, it is a commodity that impacts gross as well as, EBITDA margins going forward. The other aspect is the increase in prices that we've seen. Now, LME copper prices are up 15% year to date, while the COMEX copper prices are up almost 30% on a year to date basis. They're almost hovering around $526 per pound, and that's been hampering the availability of such in the global market, as well as increasing the cost for these companies. When you look at why have these copper prices increased, and there are four key factors. One is, of course, the Trump factor, because the import tariff has been and the concerns around that has been impacting the global market for copper. The other aspect is the current supply crunch, China stimulus, as well as a weaker dollar, and these are some of the key factors that have been impacting the copper prices globally. When you look at the impact of this specifically, we do see that they negatively impact, of course, the cost as well as the profitability, but it also shows that the industry margins generally improve when the copper prices drop. So once that reversal happens, we could expect something in the second half of FY26 going forward. Now, the key aspect is how do these companies mitigate the cost? Of course, there's a hedging strategy for all companies. Certain companies like RR Cable have a differentiated hedging strategy compared to the likes of Polycab as well as KEI Industries. They are also seeking alternate other key raw materials to watch out for, and while the increasing product prices are passed on to the consumers, there's generally a 1 to 2 quarter lag. Finally, we have mentioned that aluminium can replace copper in certain areas, and that's what the companies have been looking for. But that's not a comprehensive solution, because there are only specific functions where that can happen. And passing on to the consumer, of course, is subject to market conditions with a delay. So overall, some commentary going into this particular quarter of Q4 will be something to watch out for all cables and wire companies, especially with the onset of Ultratech as well as the Adani Group entering the space. It's something to watch out for going forward as well.